Peace and blessings. It's Raaw'el once again, and I came to share with you guys a little bit more about time management. I have with me here 3 books that I'm going to share a little bit from those books so that you can get kind of a perspective of what the business industries are saying that clogs and clutter our time actually. Things that we tend to think make us more effective are actually crippling us and causing more stress. So the first book I'm going to read from is called Becoming a Master Manager. So I'll read a little bit from here under Organizing Information Flows. New technologies have greatly increased the amount of information we receive and the speed at which requested information arrives. In the past, we could write a letter, drop it in the mailbox, and then turn our attention to other things while we wait for a reply. Now, with fax machines, cell phones, laptops, and PDAs, responses can be immediate, pushing the work back onto our desk before we even have time to take a deep breath. So that's one part, and then I want to read just another little section. Excuse me for my stumbling. The other section reads, and this is under the vanishing human moment. The vanishing human moment. The electronic media we use, faxes, emails, voicemails, cell phones, and PDAs, personal digital assistants, help us communicate more efficiently, but not always more effectively. Edward Hollowell, a psychiatrist who works with business executives, consider electronic hyperconnection a serious problem in the workplace. And this comes from Hollowell's 1999. The speed and convenience of email and voicemails are great, but when we use them continuously, in high stress settings, they can make our work lives worse and not better. The constant wash of voicemail messages left on our answer machines, and all of these kinds of things that it talks about in here affect our ability to be more productive, actually, is what it's stating. So anyway, this particular chapter, and I don't know if you can see this, but I just kind of want to show you that it is called The Vanishing Human Moment. This whole chapter is talking about how these things actually affect our time management and our ability to be more productive. And then things become more about quantity and not quality. Even when it comes to relationships, people tend to think it's about more quantity, more friends, more social gatherings and things like that, rather than the quality of a healthy, balanced relationship. So when it comes to time management, there's another book that I've read about. Interestingly enough, about 5 years ago, I went into a secondhand store and I found some cassette tapes. I still listen to cassette tapes from time to time. And it was a collection that was called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I listened to that in my car occasionally, and I found it to be very, very informative and enlightening, and a great benefit to me, even though I haven't mastered these particular things that the Cuffeys talked about. So I found later that there were books, and here's one of the books right here that I've read, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This particular book, and there are other ones like this, and CDs and tapes that kind of tell you about these quadrants that deals with urgent and important, and things that are not urgent or important, and things that we can just delete. There are a lot of distractions out here, a lot of time wasters, and that means things and people that actually waste your time. I feel like over the last 24 months, I have actually had a tremendous amount of distractions, which caused me delays, which caused me actually my job, because I was too busy tending to meeting the needs of other people and not staying focused and satisfying the things I needed to do in order to be a more professional, effective director, manager, mother, business owner. And now I got it. Once you know better, you do better. So with those two books, there's another thing. There's plenty of things on the market that you can get to help yourself to become a more effective time manager. And one thing is to kind of organize your life a lot better. This is one book, The 1 Minute Organizer, plain and simple. It gives you 500 tips for for getting your life in order, for organizing your life. And I need this in my life. Now, here's the deal. Sometimes we can get these things, and I don't care how many books you read, how many YouTube videos that you watch, how many conversations and seminars you go to. If you don't use the information and apply it to your life and continue to try to create new habits, it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy, and you continue to be ineffective and continue to have those same habits that keep you oppressed and delayed in being the great and awesome person that you could be. So for myself, I am trying my best to delete the distractions, delete the distractions. And that means my phone is not that important. You can text me and I will read your text probably more quickly than I will answer the phone call, because I don't want to be distracted by mediocre conversations or things that have nothing to do with me. I never get involved with he said, she said, or whatever. So for myself, I am striving to be a more effective, carefree, stress-free person, and that means to concentrate single-mindedly on one thing at a time and completing those things so that I can be a better person for myself and a better person for you. Thank you for tuning in, and this is Raaw'el, the owner of Rise, promoting positive words for positive change. Peace and blessings.